girl had simply contracted an incurable case of pink eye, so she sought out the village witch, but the witch's treatment method was so bizarre. First, she poured out some red beans, then tied them up tightly with hemp rope before the girl could even react. She placed a piece of gauze over the girl's eyes, force-fed her a mouthful of something, and made her spit it into a peachwood container. She then poured the red beans into the container. She sealed the lid and wrapped it in gauze, then took a long nail and aimed it at the goldfish's eye.
이제 좀 낫지?
To everyone's surprise, the redness in the girl's eyes vanished instantly, but she didn't get up to leave. Instead, she asked the witch to take her as a disciple, only to be firmly rejected. Just then, Xiao Na received a call from school and had to leave in a hurry. However, the story didn't end there. At school, Xiao Na was not only ostracized by her classmates, but even bullied by them. In response, Xiao Na took one of her classmates' name tags. Another girl flashed a sinister smile, unaware that they would pay a terrible price for this, to punish the classmates who had bullied her. She sneaked to the witch's doorstep that night, only to find that Merlin had accidentally tripped and fallen. Seizing the opportunity, she slipped back into Merlin's house and stole a glance at the red room. Merlin immediately saw through her intentions and told her to go check out the attic. To her surprise, the attic was filled with hundreds of altars. Merlin then chanted a few spells, and Xiao Na stared at a wooden puppet as if possessed, but just as she reached out to touch it,
그게 제일 끌리드나.
이거 이름이 뭐예요?
뜰미.
Mei Lin explained that it could control anyone, and that Kiona could do it too. He then gave the puppet to Kiona, telling her that all she needed to do was obtain an item belonging to the person she wanted to take revenge on. Wrap the item around the puppet with thread, carve facial features onto its face, and finally sprinkle something onto the puppet.
뭘?
피.
에이 뭐예요?
너무 아니다.
This made Jonah realize something instantly. Once she got home, she immediately followed Merlin's instructions. But unexpectedly, Jonah didn't sprinkle blood on the puppet. Instead, she did something shocking. She carved her wish onto the wall and opened a wish-granting app because she remembered Merlin's final words. To complete this magic, she'd need to sacrifice a pig. But at that moment, Kiona had no intention of searching for a sacrifice. Instead, she made a wish into her phone.
너희가 다 죽는 거야.
Then she took out a small knife and turned herself into the sacrifice. A wind quickly began to howl in the courtyard. While the boy who had bullied her was still unaware of the impending danger, the boy stumbled and fell instantly. Completely losing control of himself, he died in an instant. However, the matter did not end there. Next came the girl.